Since Operation Surge began, the Trump administration has claimed it is targeting the worst of the worst criminals, like murderers and gang members. New numbers give us some insight. CBS News obtained an internal DHS report showing data from President Trump's first year back in office. The report shows ICE arrested nearly 400,000 people during that time. Less than 14% had violent criminal records. Only 0.5% of those were homicides. 2% were accused of being gang members. Nearly 40% had no criminal record and were only accused of civil offenses, things like living in the U.S. illegally or overstaying a visa. So how does this information compare to the Minnesota ICE data and arrests? We are breaking down those numbers, and we'll bring that to you all new at 6. The number of prosecutors in the U.S. Attorney's Office in Minnesota has plummeted. There are as few as 17 assistant U.S. attorneys in the office, according to CBS News. That's from a high of 70 just a few years ago. Now, some are concerned politics is getting in the way of a once apolitical job. Here's Caroline Cummings.
A massive wave of departures from the U.S. Attorney's Office in Minnesota leaves vacancies at a time when there are high-profile investigations and big trials looming. A question for prospective prosecutors applying for one of those jobs is raising eyebrows.
I'll be damned if somebody's going to tell me that my government is set up for the benefit of one person. It's not.
Chris Maddle, an attorney who once worked at the Department of Justice's Antitrust Division, says he's seen the prompt himself on the application. Quote, how would you help advance the president's executive orders and policy priorities in this role? And that, he says, gives him pause.
When I was asked to work at the Justice Department, the only thing that they were interested in were my qualifications and whether or not that I was going to be good at the job.
The language mirrors a memo last year from Attorney General Pam Bondi to all employees that says responsibilities of DOJ attorneys include, quote, vigorously defending presidential policies and actions against legal challenges on behalf of the United States. Among those who departed the Minnesota office last month, First Assistant U.S. Attorney Joe Thompson, who led the fraud investigations and criminal cases getting national attention, and Harry Jacobs, who was prosecuting the case of Vance Belter, the accused assassin who shot and killed Speaker Emerita Melissa Hortman and her husband Mark in their home last summer. The pair on Monday announced they're launching their own firm. Maddle, who recently sought the GOP nomination for governor before dropping out over concerns about ICE's tactics in Minnesota, says this affirms his decision.
After losing this many people out of the office, these people, great people that have left the office, then coming on the heels of that and asking for some sort of a litmus test, a loyalty test, is just plain wrong.
Caroline Cummings, WCCO News.
One former U.S. attorney who used to work in that office told WCCO that picking people to work there was like a sports draft. You chose the best player available, not someone based on their politics.